The idea was to create a place where I could work and others could work and have fun during the day, but also to provide a place for people to have their hair cut in a happy environment. My name is Stavros Tavrou, and I am the Managing Director and owner of Rakis on Collins. When I started, I was very, very young. I was in my mid-20s and I had huge dreams, as you can imagine, growing up and wanting to do things differently. And I actually had an idea of creating a place to perform my art, cutting hair and styling, and do it in a very happy and easy environment. And then I wanted to create a place where other hairdressers could work. It was just something that I enjoy. Where we work, it's fun. Seriously, it's fun. When we're busy, it is like a party. People, more often than not, walk out saying, wow, it's so much energy, it's brilliant. And I do endeavor to keep it happy. My original dream when I started this business was to provide a place where hairdressers would not exactly wake up and jump out of bed, I'm going to work, but to look forward to going to work. And also for people to talk about their experience. There's a lot of fun in the salon. There is a beautiful, happy atmosphere. So it's great. It's a great feeling. I've always been a hairdresser, really. I remember sitting my female cousins down and teasing their hair back in the 60s when teasing hair was fashionable. So I started having a passion for hair when I was at high school at a very, very young age. Something that my father, being a Greek father, didn't really exactly enjoy hearing about. He wanted a son that was going to be an engineer, not a hairdresser. I actually had to fight to become a hairdresser, but in order to do so, I had to study engineering, make him happy, and during that time, while I was studying, I was also working as a hairdresser as well as a waiter. But since I qualified, that was it. I just have done hair and enjoyed every part of it. My official name is actually Stavrakis, which is a diminutive of Stavros. It's little Stavros, Stavrakis. And I was named that because my godfather was Stavros, so they thought, little Stavros. I kept Stavros for myself, and Rakis, the last part of my first name, became the business name. I never really imagined me being any bigger than what it is now, and actually I never really thought it would get this big. We have a whole floor in the city of Melbourne. There is about 20 of us all together, with 17 artistic staff on the floor cutting hair, doing hair and beauty, and of course some office people. I just wanted a small place where I can operate, and that's all I aimed at. But of course it grew almost out of my control. And it's actually an indication of the good work that we have done, and I have done, I suppose, and all the people that I've worked with so far and have worked for me. I've been lucky enough to have worked with some amazing people and very interesting people. People in politics, in the arts, anything from singers to opera singers, conductors, and other celebrities, of course. It's always fun to work with people that that are successful in their field. Not because they are successful and you can drop their name, but because in order to get there, they are very interesting people. You learn so much. It is not just the artistic side of it, which is creating hair. It is also dealing with people. And I am privileged enough to spend at least an hour with each person that comes in on one-on-one. And that has given me a brilliant perspective on life and huge knowledge. In one lifetime, you can't possibly experience everything. And in the profession that I'm in, having such conversations with people, and as I said earlier, people that are of some substance and quite intelligent, it has been a fantastic knowledge. I've learned so much about life. Experience has taken me to different areas, different countries, different cities. I have traveled Australia, I think, on every city and every small town. A lot of the work that I've done overseas is not exactly for any particular big movies or anything like that, but one of the highest ones was preparing a model actor for a movie, and that was in LA, and that was courtesy of another company that employed me to do that. A couple of other gigs, but I also have had clients that have flown me overseas to do hair. for many years, up until a couple of years ago, I was involved in Melbourne Fashion Week, Melbourne Spring Fashion Week, and also a lot of catwalk work for designer labels, and worked with a lot of models. L'Oreal has given me great opportunity, the up-and-coming young models, some of whom are now supermodels, and it's been a fantastic experience. I enjoyed that. It's a bit of a challenge. It takes you a little bit further than the normal everyday salon. 10 years ago or so, I was looking to be a little bit more lateral with my team as we were growing. And one of the thoughts that I had was, let's get together and do a photo shoot. So instead of getting everybody to have a model, I thought if we prepare ourselves, we're the models, we're the stylists, we're the hairdressers, that would be a great way, and then interact to help each other. So it was more of a bonding exercise to start with. And the first one we did was Hollywood, and it was shot in the salon by a photographer friend of mine. And it was such a success that the same team of that particular year wanted to do another one because they enjoyed it so much. I decided, well, I have to think of something else to utilize this opportunity to bond with the team. Depending on what is happening at the time is how I come up with the theme. What the feeling is in the salon, what is fashionable, what I see as coming forward in fashion or theme, and I go from there. I'm very proud, of course, very, very proud of the fact. However, I still can't believe it. I'm just, deep inside, I'm just little Stavros, little Rakis. But everything that's happened and the opportunities that I have had to bring this business to this level, and it's taken quite a bit of work. However, I'm very proud. That's really how I feel.